right, we just started the recording.
Sure. I have a keepable hand.
I have lands and spells. Let's do it.
We'll draw, play a land, and then pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to draw as well. Do the same thing. Island, pass.
Ooh, island go.
Island, go.
Play another land, then play a Venom on your island.
I like. Oh my god! Finally, it's coming. It's coming back. I reap what I sow. I did so much Venom for so long. It's my turn to get Venom.
Pass the turn.
Excellent. All right. We'll draw. I'm going to play another island.
Cool.
And I'll play a Lord of Atlantis. Take a damage. 18 and pass to you.
Untap. Draw. Play another land. Then use a Psychic Venom on your other unenchanted island.
No problem. You got it.
And then play a Black-White.
6 cards in hand. All right, going to get damagey here.
Pass to you.
Pass to me. All right, so untap. I'm going to take 2 damage from the Vice. Draw for turn. I'll play another island. Take 2 more damage. So 1, 2, 14. Play another Lord of Atlantis.
Sure.
And I'll swing with this one for 3.
Sure. I'll take 3. Down to 17.
And pass to you.
I'll draw. Play an island.
Makes sense.
Then what should I do? I will try to unsummon a Lord of You.
Okay, sure. This one's unsummoned.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay, back in my hand.
And then pass the turn back to you.
All right. So untap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take 2 more. Go to 12. Draw for turn. I'll play an island. I'm going to try to replay my Lord.
Sure.
Okay. And I'll attack you for 3 more.
Down to 14.
And pass to you.
Draw. I'll play another island. And then call an Icy Manipulator.
Icy Manipulator. I'm gonna take 4 damage to try to counter that.
Sure.
Okay, 1, 2. Go to 8.
Then I'll pass the turn back to you.
Okay. All right, that got me out from underneath the Vice, so I have 4 cards in hand now. Draw. Play an island. And swing for 6.
Yeah, take it. Down to 8 as well.
All right, exciting stuff. It's a race, a real race. Pass to you. 4 cards.
You're winning so far.
I know your deck. Well, actually, I played a different version of Venom, not with the Black Vice, but I get the feel of Venom.
We'll try to cast the Volcanic Eruption for 3.
For 3. I have a counter spell in hand for that.
Yeah, I thought so. Then pass back to you.
Okay. Untap. 3 cards in hand. Draw for turn. Play an island. I'll clone one of the lords.
Sure.
And
4, 8. That's lethal.
So now attack for 8.
Yeah, I'm dead.
All right.
You got it.
Whew.
Yeah, that was a nice one. Oh, the lords are really amazing.
The lords are just
If
fun.
you can play multiple.
Yeah.
But is it restricted to 3 rare?
Like it's a rare, so it is restricted to 3.
Yeah.
But I play 4 clones.
Nice.
I'm just trying this deck out. I don't know much about the Lord deck, but I had a lot of the parts of it, so I figured I was going to try to build something with it.
Yeah. Oh, looks good. I wasn't able to follow up something after the second Venom. I said, okay, perhaps I can do something and then bounce. But yeah, both counterspells were crucial.
Those were, and I had them both. And I think I started with both counters in my hand, or I may have drawn the other one very early.
Yeah.
I knew if I could keep putting down mana, if you didn't remove those creatures, it was going to be tough to get them out. I love the Volcanic Eruption, honestly. When it works, it's great.
Yeah, it saved my multiple times last month in the league. I played against Monoret and then you are.
Yeah.
And both times it kind of removed the goblins, the orcs, and stuff like this.
Yeah, definitely. It's also a really good way to answer Orcish artillery decks.
Yeah.
As you destroy all the mountains.
Yeah.
You just have to be careful not to put venom on too many of the mountains. You have to get those planes.
I played the venom on every land, so every land has one, and afterwards I drew the eruption. I was thinking, okay, maybe I should not go for the mountains.
Yes.
Should I leave them in? I don't have to target them.
I think you have to if you pay it. I think you have to destroy them though.
Okay.
I don't think it's not required to destroy mountains as part of the casting cost. Like you can still play it if the person has no mountains. Like that's the nice thing about the alpha version.
Yeah, that's true.
But you should maybe ask in the rules to see about that one, because I don't know if you have to destroy mountains if they do have them.
Yeah.
The white is tough too, because if you get ahead on lands, then they cast balance, and then if you had put all the venoms on one place, then they get rid of them like that. Quite tough. You could do middle.
Yeah, you can do whatever you like.
All right.
It's true. It's always thinking about. I'm learning the deck, so if it's wise to use twice a venom on the same island, if you have multiple icy manipulator.
It depends on your path to victory, Peter. Because if you look at it and you go, I have 7 cards. I'm good. I have lands and spells. If you look at it and you go, if this person has the ability to remove a land from their deck, then you probably want to spread it out. Against Red Burn, you definitely want to spread it out because it makes their fireballs and disintegrates impossible to use because it damaged them twice as much. But then you have to look at the ices. Like I was running 3 ices and a copy artifact. And it's like if the person doesn't have the ability to remove lands, you want to get at least 2 or 3 on one of the lands so you can start hitting them for 6 and finish the game out.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good point. So I also have a keepable hand.
Good.
And good luck, have fun.
We'll
draw, play an island, then pass the turn back to you.
Excellent. I'm going to draw. I'm going to go Island Sapphire.
Sure.
And I'll tap them both, and I'll play out a couple of Merfolks.
You got it.
All right, and your turn.
Then I will draw. Play an island, then cast a venom on your island.
You got it.
And then pass the turn back to you.
Very nice.
Okay. That's a nice start.
Very nice. Okay, I'm going to play an island. Play out a Lord.
Ooh. Sure.
Swing for 4.
I'm down to 16.
Play another Merfolk. Take 2 damage.
Yeah.
And past you.
And that draw. That's what I get. I'll play Venom on your other islands and pass the turn.
Good idea. On lower to the ground decks like mine, I tend to not spread them out. I let them build up because I really want to. The only way to victory is to really tap down that land of the icy later to counter everything. You get to the place where you tap down. All right, I'm gonna swing with all these dudes.
Sure.
2, 4, 6, 8.
6 down to 8.
8. Play out 2 more Merfolk.
Yeah, I have it.
That was pretty bad. So that was a quick one. I'm past you.
No, I don't think I have an out at all.
Yeah, it's hard to get them all off the table now.
I just play another Venom on one of the already enchanted, then happily die afterwards.
Okay.
I can't do a thing. You got it.
That's actually the best this has ever worked. I very rarely have the Sapphire to start, and I just had all the Merfolk I wanted. So it was like, okay. Yeah, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Swing for 12. It's bad.
I'm close to twice that.
Yeah, wham.
Yeah. My hand
wow. Yeah.
Power sinks and 2 ices, but I'm stuck on 2 lands.
That's tough. That deck needs a lot of lands. How many do you run?
15.
I would run 15 for sure. 15 and Soul Ring?
Yeah, exactly.
It's very good. 15 Soul Ring is what I would play. It's tough because if you have lands and spells, there's no mulliganing. I kept my first hand was all right, but that deck really wants to come out, play a couple of Venoms, and then just be sitting there, playing your power sinks for a little bit. Not letting any threats land on the board.
Yeah.
And then finish it off with the icy later, and maybe a few more brutal power sinks. If you want, I have time for the third, just for fun.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's do it.
We already set up. Yeah, I'm trying this build out. So last month I played 3 ices and 2 and 1 black wise. The black wise was always really, really good. So switch this one to 3 black wise and 2 ices, just to see whatever fits best.
That's interesting. And I guess you're playing Time Twister?
I don't have any.
Okay.
Just try to play whatever I get my hands on. So last month I didn't have a Soul Ring. This month it's the first time I have one.
Pretty exciting. Well, congrats, man.
Thank you. It's really cool format, and I love it that I don't play whatever I can print or something like this. It's just get slow cards, slow improvement, enjoy the cards you get.
It feels like I like that. There's something to be said for playing what you have and not just printing the best cards that you would perfectly want.
Yeah,
I feel that. I don't have all the cards for this deck yet. I'm playing it the way it is for now, and change it a bit later.
Yeah. Yeah, I think normally printing stuff to see if you like the deck, that's for sure. I would do that instead of buying everything, then playing and sell it afterwards if you don't like it.
Yeah.
But as soon as you like it, I just like the improvement slowly, bit by bit, and just see how the deck works.
Yeah.
Even talking to you, I get so much information on how to play the Venom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just should I keep something or.
The one biggest trick to me was when I was first learning to play Venom is that the first month I played it, I was also running Sapphire, which was someone told me to run Sapphire, but actually Soul Ring is much, much better. And I found it was so much better. It helps you get ahead on mana if you can play it, and it helps your power sinks later on. And playing 2 Venoms on turn 2 is better than trying to play 1 on turn 1. But just getting down 1 or 2 Venoms, absolutely the max. When you're playing certain decks like the Orcish Artillery deck, or like I would say Merfolk, if you land a Venom if you can, and then your focus has got to be on like unsummoning and power sinking, and just get those cards out of the game, so then they don't have them in your hand to cast. Then you can take a little bit of time and build up a hand again, because those 2 decks will race. Also, Elves is kind of like that. You have to just you have to slow them down because they're very fast.
Yeah, sure.
I would find.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if it's wise to leave in the third turn, so if I can start or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Second turn, I will play a Venom. Third turn, is it wise to have a second Venom in there or leave a Power Sink? And my conclusion was afterwards Power Sink,
Mm-hmm.
because I got Mind Twisted for 3.
Yeah, you learned.
Okay, that's a hard way to learn, but
Yeah.
yeah, leaving a Power Sink would be better.
Leaving up for power sync is very important because as long as you're not behind on the board, you're doing fine. If you have mana to power sync, then you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a keepable hand.
Likewise.
Do you want to start?
Oh, sure. I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do drawing, and I'll go island and a river merfolk guy over there.
Yeah, you got it.
Past you.
I'll draw.
He's like double black vice. Would you like to?
One.
Yes. Would you like to draw a point of damage to your hand for next?
Pass the turn. No, I was thinking.
Would you like to draw 2 cards? Don't draw 1. Draw 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I untap. I take a couple of damage. I'm at 18. That was sneaky, but it was good sneaky. I appreciated that. All right, I'm gonna play.
If I start, wouldn't it be more devastating to you if I start with the wise?
I would take 1 less damage, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It could be the same. I'm gonna play a Merfolk guy, the Lord.
Yeah.
I'll swing for 2.
Sure. Okay. But that's true. Yeah. I wanted to offer that even before I saw my hand with the sneaky ones.
That's good.
I'll play a Venom on one of your island, then pass the turn.
Beautiful. All right. Untap. Draw. Okay. Play another island. Play a Lord.
Sure.
And then 3. So they're both 3/3. So swing for
3. Yeah. Just see. Down to 12.
12. Catch up there. Oh, and I forgot to take damage. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would have had the fifth. I would have had the 5th card in my hand.
1 damage.
Yeah. So I take 1. I go to 12. I'm at 12 as well. Everybody's at 12, and I'll pass to you.
I'll untap. I'll draw. So no. Yeah, that's the tricky part because I'm behind. I can't leave open any counters.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to play anything, and I will try to Venom an island.
Sure. Different island.
A different island for now. Yeah. Then pass it on.
That is the problem. You can't leave up counters when you get behind.
Yeah.
I'll play another island. And then when the person keeps drawing lands, you're like, oh no, like you don't want them to get, you want them to get a little stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, 4 damage isn't much, even if you clone.
No, exactly. It's not solving things. All right. I'm gonna take 2. I'll play another Lord. I can't believe I have them all in my hand.
Nice one.
My turn. No, my turn is like, can I go? So swing for. That's it. That's 12, right?
Yeah, it's 3, 4, 8, 12. Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
That's lethal.
That's lethal.
I got it.
And play out the Chaos Orb.
Just for the memes.
Just because I like the card. All right.
Nice one.
Well, come on. I mean, that was like the best possible. I mean, play a Merfolk and then Lord, like side blast counter spell. It's a very lucky draw.
That's a cool deck. Yeah, if you have the small creature and just because you push it through with the Lords and you just pump it, makes it do way better.
The Lords surprise even me sometimes. Swinging for 12 damage on turn 4 is pretty crazy.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah, you destroyed me.
I'm so sorry.
3-0. I couldn't even block, even if I had a creature.
Hey, can I see your deck if you have it? If you have a minute, if you're not in a rush.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'd love to see. I'd love to see that.
So Basically, what I've done, the current version, I have 3 black whites in it, 2 ices,
2 ices, that's sensible, yeah.
10 Psychic Venom, 6 Power Sync,
6, that's about right. That's what I would have run, or did run.
15 islands, and then I have the one-offs Power Drain.
Power?
Because the mana short is in the mail. So.
Yes.
But I really love it. I used to play it in the last month league.
Yeah.
And I was able to drain power the opponent and then play my icy with the mana.
It is really good.
Turn 3.
Yeah. I think that's the one card I was always on the fence about, but I think it's includable for sure. Yeah. Hi, Kaya.
That's a kind of the one-offs. I have 1 unsummon, 1 eruption, 1 soul ring to drain power.
If you get the mana short, will you keep the drain power in there?
Not sure yet.
That's something I would think about. You want some of my gems?
Yeah.
You want some? But where are you gonna play with them? Right here? Here, you can play with them right there. Go ahead. Oh, it's really very similar. I prefer the ices to the black ice like big time because without the twisters, you don't really have a way to get the black vice into action later in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's other than that. I mean, I really like it. And I feel like drain power. It never worked out for me because I always just seem to have bad timing with it. But if you're getting to cast your spells off of it, that's the dream, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, third turn, I have 3 mana. I just drain power them for their 3 mana because they're normally some venom.
Yeah.
And then I can play an icy and stuff like this, or even just to finish the stuff off.
It's really a good spell. Like I think if I go back to Venom, I'm gonna try to include that, and in my version of it. Did I ever send you my version of Venom?
Yeah.
I did it. That's pretty cool.
That's why I got the idea about the multiple ices and also the unsummon. This version I only have 1 unsummon, but I really love the unsummon.
Unsummon is a house. I run 3 unsummon, and I found that was the right number. I had about 42 cards in my deck because you really need to get those threats off the board. Those early threats are such a problem.
Yeah.
This is my current Merfolk build. I'm an old lover of the icy, so I'm keeping the icy in there.
Totally understand that one.
Yeah, exactly. I understand that one. So I got my lords here. I was debating between control magic and the clone, and I thought if I ever face up against a creatureless deck, then the control magic's not going to be very good. And the clone can at least be if I can't deal with a problem, I can maybe copy their problem and deal with it like that.
That's true.
That was the thinking on that. So we got these are just the cards I have. So what did I do different? Yeah, so now I play the time. I think Ancestral Recall really made that deck good, by the way. The one that you have. I have an Ancestral.
Yeah.
It was so good. I tried the Brain Geyser and the Time Walk in that deck, but Ancestral is really what belongs to that. Yeah. So I'm doing the Chaos Orb, the 3 Lords, 4 clones. I only have 6 of these Pearl Trident Merfolk, so that's all I have. So I might actually, when I get some more, I might take out some unsummons or maybe even the icy to play more regular Merfolk in the deck. But that's what my deck is here, and I think it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think I'm only running 12, so 13 with the Sapphire, 13 mana sources, because I found that you don't really need a lot of mana for this deck, and it's kind of bad to draw mana in the game.
Yeah. Your top end is somewhere around 3, so mostly 1 and 2s.
Yeah,
except 4. Okay,
yeah, that's it. Yeah, except for the 4 to clone. Hopefully, not too many in the opening hand. And that's it.
That's a really nice deck. Yeah.
Well, thanks a lot, man. This is a really nice format, and it's nice to catch up with people and get to play these games just like this. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. Just figuring out the format, changing stuff, and even after playing against you with this deck I have currently set up, in my head I already thinking, okay, No twister would mean I could technically in the next one remove the vice, go one up on the icy manipulator, perhaps leaving in this one and add the monoshore.
That's a very
Then
good point. The mana short is also so critical because sometimes you unsummon all their stuff, and even though you don't have as many um, venoms on the board as you wish you had to get advantage of the mana short, you have to look at all your resources as you just kind of need to buy yourself more time. So mana shorting them on their untap, even if you only get them for 2 or 4, it still gives you a whole nother turn to play another land and make your power sink that much more effective.
Yeah, that's true.
I would say. Well, it was a real pleasure. If you need it, I have extra ices, by the way, and I have extra unsummons if you need any.
I'm currently good as it is. I have a playset of ices and unsummons.
Nice, beautiful. Well, that's
nice
going to
offer.
it's going to do very, very well for you. I'll tell you that. The only card that I think is you don't need it. I found Copy Artifact was very good, but actually, the deck doesn't really need it because you're not usually copying too many other artifacts. Although I've stayed alive by copying like a Jade statue, and I've definitely I've stayed alive by little tricks like that or copying the Chaos Orb and staying alive because you don't have a lot of removal. If you have a copy artifact, I'd say it's a really good potential inclusion in the deck.
Yeah, that's true. But for that, I would say if you have a Chaos Orb, I would probably play it because I feel you have about 5 to 6, at least 6 artifacts of your own which you like to copy.
Absolutely, you have good targets. Even the copying the Soul Ring doesn't feel too bad.
Yeah, that's true. You have a lot of power sync and stuff like this. The X-Spells, Exceeds with that one. Even Ices. You have 2 Soul Rings.
Exactly. And copying your Icy is really good when someone like with the Orcish Artillery deck, they're going to tap out. You play your Icy, and they're not worried because they're like, next turn I'm going to disenchant it. And then you copy it before they can disenchant it.
Yeah,
and then you have true. 2, and I've had that happen, that matchup a lot, and that makes a big difference. I never play out one Icy against that deck. I'm always, unless I'm just dead and I have to play it out, but I always try to wait till I can play out 2, or wait till I can play it out and defend it, because they will disenchant it.
Right. Yeah, so thank you very much for the games, and you have a lovely car pool, and hopefully we'll play again in the next month.
And hit me up anytime, Peter. I know we're on very different schedules, but you never know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Thanks for the offer.
Enjoy your weekend.
You too. Soon.
See you soon.
See you, Peter.